versus Tuscan Curlers from Lone Star in San Francisco. And in our main event on sheet B, we have Shoot from Triangle versus Knee from Triangle. Good girl.
You want to just do control and take the line out of it? This is my lap.
just going to try to barely tap those yellows, and if we can affect the 8, that's great. I'm going to throw this one. More ice, I'm coming white.
Mike 1-2. Welcome to Charlotte Curling, everyone. We're into the second. Sorry about that, Adrian. We were trying to get the audio microphone working, so it should be working now. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the teams. I'm Neil Pfeiffer. I'm the president of Charlotte Curling, and I'm announcing these, the 5 and under, the Fighting Hornet 5 and under. These are the event finals. We have Team Luna against Team Moore, Sheet A. That is the D event final. And on B, our championship A event and our 5 and under qualifier. This is Team Sheep and Team Lee. Team Lee, they are both out of Triangle Curling Club. So it's a triangle A final. And then the B final is on Sheet C. That's Team Pencard and the Tuscan Curlers. And Sheet D, Texas Heat against another triangle team, Sweet Potatoes. And we'll introduce all of the curlers individually as we get along this game. We're going to be hanging out for the next hour and a half together. Hosted at the Charlotte Curling Association here in Charlotte, North Carolina on Old Statesville Boulevard. So as that draw comes in, on Sheet B, I'm going to mainly be commentating on Sheet B, although we'll keep the view so you can see all of our favorite curlers. If you hear this, go ahead and shout out in the chat. I'm also monitoring the chat, so sorry about that I didn't get it updated, but we're going to keep the scores updated. We're going to keep the view updated, and then go ahead and talk about some of these shots. So we got Team Shoop with the Red Rocks. Check, 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 check. All right, there we go. Welcome back. All right, so we're gonna pick up and talk about Sheet B. So it looks like we have one yellow rock sitting in the house. Team Lee is sitting really good here. It's hard to see on the actual feed, but we got a few rocks on the top of the house. And then it looks like the red rock is going to be coming down and trying to knock this yellow off, peel it off the top. It looks like the sweepers are curling it as it's coming over the hot line. They're trying to curl it, trying to curl it, trying to curl it. Just curl all day. And there it is, right off the nose. And it looks like it is sitting one red for sure, and maybe one yellow. And then the second one is yellow. So as the back end from Team Shoop talks about getting down to skips rocks on all 4 sheets here. These are untimed games, so we're going to let these folks play it out. So you might see a little bit more talk time on some of these tougher shots. We will, so as the skips are skating down on sheet B and sheet D, these are the final red rocks of our final skip stones. Check with the front end. I think he's just trying to go with speed. Here the sweeps, really hard call sweep. They're trying to curl this all day, looking a little bit more curl, just curling it all day, and that is the nose hit. They are, looks like the yellow is sitting 1, 2. It's close though. They are taking a quick look at it. So it definitely determines what shot they go for, whether they're going for one red or they're trying for the double here. Looks like they're lining up the double. They're just trying to find the angles. It's at 45 degrees, so it's not going to be super easy. So it looks like they're coming on the in turn. So they're going to, it's going to be out turn hit, but it's going to be coming on the inside. Just get that really quick wick, and then hit and push that in the back. So I would expect him to come with a little bit of control, weight. So it's going to be a good weight hit here. He's going to throw the sweepers for sure. We've had a good, looks like they're picking the other angle. Doesn't look like they're going for the back cover, so they're just coming through this part. And there's a lot of sweeping. He's calling them on the whole way. Just to try to get up. It just ticked a bit. So it looks like it was going to be one yellow, although they're taking a quick look at it and they're kicking those rocks. So as we're going to let this end, the next end kind of play out before we switch all 4 views, but looks like it was another one yellow for team. I'll wait till they hang that score though. They did take a quick look, so but both vices agreed on that shot. So we're looking at sheet D now, Texas Heat and the Sweet Potatoes. Interesting setup here. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but there's a 2-guard here, a yellow 2-guard. So they're kind of calling this ice to be high side of the red, hit high side, which is the side that you're throwing. So it's just going to hit on the outside of that red to push that red into that yellow and push hit shot. So I'm going to try to get all of our, introduce all of our curlers as we go through this one on the second end for the most part. most of our other ends on the other sheets have finished up, and they've been thrown into the household yards across the way here. We're going to wait for this last rock on sheet D of the sweet potatoes because that is the actual scoring rock. So they are sweeping it hard. They do not want this to curl much. Yep, there she's calling. All right. They're just trying to get this. And it looks like it's very close. Looks like it could be for 3. Yep. They do, and so Texas Heat scores 3 on the second. So that's our second end. We'll get your updated scores. Go to the other view. Some scores. So I'm gonna give you just a minute here to go ahead and bring up the team so we can use it. We have had a blast here at Charlotte Curling. The room's pretty subdued right now, but last night it was rocking with our trivia master. We had some music trivia, had the whole room full. Thank you to all the Charlotte volunteers. All their help this weekend, especially Nicole Brown, the Jane Walker-Vera, the 2 bronze wheelchairs. Jen is also our USWCA rep. So, we also are thankful for Ryan Smith. He has been our draw master, and there's been a lot of compliments on the draw. One loss did not eliminate you from this competition, so we did a shootout challenge and seeded some teams and let some teams play back into the 8 quarters. And so if you were a 3-0 team, then you got a bye into the finals, and then some other teams played in. So it was really interesting format, a lot of positive reviews from the competitors. 5 and under competitions, we don't always know who's going to have a great weekend. We have a lot of newly formed teams, a lot of teams that have maybe not played together so much. So we've had some great competition. We have curlers from the entire country, San Francisco, a couple teams from Nashville and Texas, definitely some teams locally in Charleston, and Raleigh, and Charlotte, and then we've really enjoyed having a big one for folks that we are lucky to have one team from Charlotte in the finals. That is Team Joe Moore. He is on sheet A. Then we've got 3 Raleigh teams in the finals, the 2A finalists and a 2B finalist. Oh, the actual rock sounds are too loud. Yeah, thanks. If you notice some audio issues or anything that's wrong visually, just let me know. I'm on the chat, so you can just do it that way. All right. So that was 2 for Team Lee, so they're up 3-0. So as the house is set up, it looks like Team Shoop is in a good position. They've got one in the top 12 and one in the back 4. So and as they got another red coming down, it looks a bit heavy. They're trying to curl this, just get to the nose, and just kind of keep piling in time. So it looks like we are, as we're going across, I'm trying to get to our 5U and trying to get to the actual like draw and with all the teams and all that. just check, check. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. Cool. Goes. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and introduce the teams as we go from left to right. Team Luna. Is from Nashville, and Abel Luna is skipping that team with Vice Tim Burt. Barbara Nelson as the second, and Brian Balint as the lead. So, and then they're playing Team Moore from Charlotte, which is Joe Moore, Manuel Paptera, Alex Shear, and Kelsey Penrose. You might see Sarah Bush out there for Kelsey Penrose. Kelsey's feeling a little bit under the weather. We hope she gets better fast. But you will see Sarah Bush out there with them. So as these last few rocks, looks like a pretty clean house there. They are starting their next end. They're playing a little quicker than Sheet B. It's Team Shoop out of Triangle. The skip is Logan Shoop. The vice is Brian Sewell. Todd Harper, sorry about that, the second. And Leah Weemis, I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but she is the lead. And then they are playing Team Lee out of Triangle. Jason Lee is the skip. Howard Sider is the vice. Mac Neaton is the second. And Lauren Hipp is the lead. So those are our first two sheets. And we will be flipping. And we're going to kind of focus in on the last couple of shots for Texas Heat. Update a few scores. Team Shoop had a big end that time. And it looks like... Alright, we're waiting on the last shot from the Texas Heat. This is the last red rock. Just to give you a commentary on sheet A and B. Team Luna Moore just put up 2 corner guards, and Luna has put up a second guard, and then Team Lee Team Shoop has thrown in. They got a big end on the third, so they're going to play a little more defensive, so they threw in the house, and Team Lee might knock that out. So it's a lot of just chip that one on the top away. So it looks like Texas Heat has a pretty just straight draw for 2. Looks like that one might be close enough that they could chip it on for 3, but looks like they're just going for the straight draw for 2, and that would tie that up. So I'll let you know how that goes. We're going to switch over to the other view and introduce the other 2 teams. as he lets this go. Looks like it's plenty ahead of enough. It's got a lot of weight. And then they're going to sweep it just at the end. Just give it a little scrub, so it's going to be 2. So that is going to tie that one up. Texas Heat and Sweet Potatoes. All right. So now we're all back on the third end. Fourth end. Then Team Pencar. It looks like it is 4-1. Sorry about that. All right, so on sheet C, Team Pencar is Alan Pencar. This group is out of Peachtree and Atlanta. Oh, I'm sorry, just Peachtree. And then Emma Raguskas is the vice. Corey Griffin is the second, and Ben Perry is the lead. And they are playing the Tuscan Curlers. They are out of Lone Star in San Francisco. Ben Hoppy, I'm sorry if I missed that last name. Ryan Vanderlip, Antoinette Cerna, and Jay Putnam. And that is the Tuscan Curlers. They took a really fun picture with their brooms above their heads. I'm imagining the sound that they heard was and then that is sheet C. Sheet D is the Texas Heat, and they are out of Dallas-Fort Worth. Heather Cook is the skip. Kenny Cook is the vice. Seth Hall is the second, and Rex Foster is the lead. And they are playing Sweet Potatoes. Sweet Potatoes out of Triangle. Tom Stanley, Meg Lawrenson, John Stanley, and Danielle Juperi. I think that's how you say that last name. Just help me with the pronunciation if I mess those up. Again, I'm Neil Pfeiffer. You're at the Charlotte Curling Association here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Big shout out to Frank Mulgavero. Frank has been our head ice tech now for a number of years, and he has had a wonderful playing surface as we've had good curl all week. About 3 or 4 feet of curl, sometimes 5 feet, depending on which sheet we're on. And then fabulous speed. It's about a 4-second draw, which is 4 seconds from the back line to the hog line. So it's a fairly fast ice, and we're really happy with it. It's a rainy day here in Charlotte, so we're definitely feeling the effects of that on the ice. Our weather. We actually have an Abolish Frost fundraiser, so if you leave a tip at the club, want to come down here, watch some great curling action. We still got about an hour left on the finals. About halfway through these games, there's not really, there's a lot of action still to come. So I think I've got all the stores updated correctly. You can see that on sheet B, Team Shoop and Team Lee are deciding to play in the house this particular end. So we've got Team Lee. They just got a little bit outside. It hit the back yellow, so it's still spread out. There's one red rock there. I don't know. Right there on there. So it looks like they're going to put another red rock in. Just kind of keep it tight, keep everything in there. So as this rock is delivered on sheet B, you can kind of see it coming back down into. Off all day. See, up there they go sweeping. Looks like he's worried about it's going to tick this red, but I think that's going to be in a good spot. Top 4, it is lined up pretty close, so I'm expecting Lee is going to just be to try to double these off. So he's coming on the outer side. So Howard Sider, as he gets in the hack, he's just lining up this double takeout. Wants to get this double takeout. love to get this nose, a little bit high-sided nose to roll off the center line just a bit. So looks like they're just waiting, just getting to be a little bit up. All right, so it did just as high. Got one of the back ones off. Not as perfect as they wanted. They had a good opportunity to get that double take out there. So looks like there's a couple options here. You could try to guard up, back guard, or they can try to put one in the top 8, which makes it a little hard on the double there, on the inside out. So yeah, he's definitely calling that T-line weight. Looks like he's giving him a bit of ice, and wants that back 4 right on the T-line. That's a pretty precise draw. Putting another one in there. So, sweepers are definitely hard for line. Trying to get this to not over curl. They're on it, and then they're off. So they do like this. They like this shot as it's coming in. Looks like it's good weight, and that is pretty close to what he called. So right on the tee line, right there. So a really nice shot. They're giving each other a fist bump behind the boards there. A little quick salute one. If you're new to curling, or you just kind of got this notification, and you just want to hang out with us for a couple hours, you can definitely see some great curling action from these 5U. What is a 5U? It means that you've been curling 5 or less years. You wouldn't tell it by plenty of the action that's going on here. Lots of made shots, lots of crazy shots. So it looks like this rock's coming in, and they're really trying to get it to be on the inside of that and get that double, but it did jam. So there's definitely red. Looks like we're to the first skips rocks, and he's going to try to back guard that one red. Right. So just putting his broom down, just getting that line. He got to see this shot like 2 or 3 times, so he should have a good idea. That front end's going to tell him how heavy he needs to throw this, and the back end kind of decides the line. So that's going to be pretty good right there. So we have had a wonderful weekend here. 3-day tournament. It started at Friday, 8 a.m., and this is our final draw. So our warm room's a little more subdued. It was not last night, so we'd like to thank all of our partners, especially Davostay Vineyards. North Carolina ranks 7th among the top wine producing regions in the United States. Davostay Vineyards is a vineyard winery, private events venue located at Lake Norman State Park, just 35 minutes north of Charlotte. Set on a stunning 60-acre property. Davostay Vineyards is open to the public 4 days a week, offering live music, food trucks on the weekends. Davostay Vineyards is also available to host all life milestone moments from birthdays to anniversaries to proposals, weddings, and corporate events. Davostay Vineyards facilities include a winery, tasting room, art gallery, event pavilion, and acres of grapes. Contact Davostay Vineyards at davostayvineyards.com, or that's davostayvineyards.com, or 704-528-3882. Follow them on Instagram at Davostay Vine Vineyards. Davostay Vineyards, makers of award-winning North Carolina wines. Thank you for that. We love Dave and Esty DeFair, and we really appreciate their support of Charlotte curling. We're going to go through some of our other sponsors as we go through this broadcast, but we'll get back to the action. It looks like that that guard was over curled just a bit, but it's in the top 12, so it's doing what it is. And looks like our skip's getting in the hack, trying to get this one off of that T-line weight. So a little bit more ice, and then probably they're throwing a little back 8 weight here. We're finding that this line does curl as soon as it crosses the center line, so it's all about managing where the line is. So they are not near the center line yet, so they're just waiting for this to curl. I think they're close on it. It is a bit heavy, so they're just waiting for it to curl, and looks like they're just waiting for it to curl and sit down, but it didn't do quite what they wanted. Kind of got over and up, so it looks like this red rock they could hit and be sitting 1-2. Makes the draw pretty easy for one, or they could draw down to it to really put a lot of pressure on team lead there. So, but they elected. Looks like they're electing to go for the hit. They're just kind of tight icing this, which means they're not giving a lot of space. They're just doing that. So. I know they were just kicking the rocks there on Team Moore. I'll give you a score update there. And it looks like worried about that over curling, and it did there on sheet B. So now looks like we're down to the final skips rock. So it is sitting one. Looks like one yellow from here. Of course, it's really tough. So they're kind of looking at and talking about. I'm assuming is what is the bad, or what is the one that could give up a big end. And so that red rock there at the top of the 8 foot right at the white spot, you could run that back and probably get some sort of like tick, and that would give you a big end. So they're just kind of deciding what does that look like, right? What is the getting a second one look like? So they're kind of talking about probably 3 or 4 different options here. Probably not the shot they're going to end up with, because they're just going to be like, they're just talking about what their possibilities are to limit a big end here for red, because red does have it looks like 4 rocks in the house here. So they're just trying to figure out, like, how could they make it so, prevent this red run here. So it looks like the front end is kind of wondering, and they did decide on this little short run here. So it doesn't look like there's much danger of really doing anything really bad. They were just lining this up, so if he hits it right where the broom is and it doesn't move much, then it looks like it'll kind of push this yellow into the 4 foot, so for a second counter. It looks like they don't really want to mess with the top red there, because that tap isn't really going to do much, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to watch this shot. This is not the shot that I would end up with, but that's what's cool about this format, is you're going to be able to try some crazy shots. So looks like they're sweeping for line, really hard for line. They're really trying to prevent this curl, keeping it on this outside of the rock, but it looked like it curled to the inside of the rock, and it just tapped the red to the top 4. So it was definitely closer, and they're both agreed that it was red one on that final rock. So they were really needed to move that rock. Kind of hard to tell there. Looks like we're down to Alan Pencar's last rock, so he's going to be drawing against. It looks like four more rocks that they're drawing against, so he's just going to be trying to get this to touch the 4 foot. I don't know if he can be shot, even if this is a perfect shot. They're just trying to keep it off the top, just getting it down to there. So this would be a really good draw. They're really holding it. They really do not want to tick this yellow. So as far as they can get it, and it looks like they out-counted 2. So it's going to be a steal of 2 for Team Tuscan Curlers. And so looks like Team Shoop is now winning 6-3 in the 6th end, starting the 6th end. Or I'm sorry, the 5th end. So we're going away. So looks like Team Moore and Team Luna are still they're playing pretty quick. So we have those 3 ones there. So if you're watching Texas Heat versus Sweet Potatoes, just let me know. I will make sure that we flip back there. But we're going to stay with the 3 sheets versus the 1 sheet. So we're going to go ahead and flip this view. So let me know if you're in the chat on there. If you are watching Sweet Potatoes.